welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about how to become a personal trainer. Well, there are different pathways in the health and fitness industry. So first off, you have to ask yourself and you have to make sure that becoming a personal trainer is really what you want. All right, let's move on to the next slide, shall we? As I mentioned earlier, there are various career pathways. One of them is being a group fitness instructor. So you can be a personal trainer, or you can be just a group fitness instructor, or you can be both. Okay, so we're going to talk about and we're going to focus on the career pathway of becoming a personal trainer. But if you guys want to know how to become a group fitness instructor, or the pathways or the steps that you need to do to become a group fitness instructor, or both, we're going to talk about that. Just let me know on the comment section down below. So the first thing that you need in the health and fitness industry is the passion. So you need to have the passion for the industry, because I see a lot of people out there who just do it for money, and well, they don't really do that great of a job being a personal trainer, and they eventually burn out, and the quality of the training isn't as good. So first, you need to have a passion for the industry, and then if that box is ticked, you need to immerse yourself in the experience. So you need to make sure that you work out, you try different things and training methods, and figure out which one is for you. You can join a class as well. You need to have an idea of what you are going for. Okay, I would even suggest that you hire a personal trainer yourself if it is possible, if you have the funds to do so. And do your research, do lots and lots of research. The next step is to get educated. So this is where you choose a certification, okay, because you need to get certified. Well, I know a lot of people, a lot of trainers out there who started in the industry, who has not taken any certification, but that might have been the case way back then. Like some companies, they are okay with having their trainers not certified, but if you want to go for larger chains and to really be successful in your career, you need to get certified. Which brings us to the next point, that you need to choose the right certification for you. So there are a lot of certifications out there, a lot of certifying organizations, and yes, it is a certification, but the principles are not the same. So I myself started, taking different certifications, and I was so obsessed with it. At first, I thought that it was all the same, but it's not. Different certifying organizations, they have this kind of focus. Like ACSM, for example, is more into medical and medical stuff, and they're more into risk stratification. They're so big on that. NASM is more into postural stuff, because of how the current situation is with technology and stuff. People are not moving, so they have created a sort of model for this. NCSA is more focused into strength and conditioning. So they have this safety stuff about, how to do a bench press, and which might not be applicable on another certification, or let's say how to squat on NCSA would be different on how to squat with ACSM. So yeah, just choose the right certification for you, And this is one of the reasons why when I see a trainer train someone with this kind of technique, I don't say that it's wrong, because it might be something that the certifying organization that that trainer has gone through is using that principle. And next point is you need to figure out a niche. Yes, a pathway. There are different niche out there. You need to figure that out early in your career and not get lost in it, because, well, a lot of trainers, they don't really know where they're headed, sort of thing. So they kind of get stuck somewhere in between, and they just get stuck there in their careers. So yes, figure out a niche early on your career. So if you want to be a strength and conditioning coach, you want to be into applied functional science, into corrective exercise specialization, or you want to teach kids, or you just want to go pre-postnatal, and stuff like that, because everyone can do fat loss and all this kind of stuff, because it's already like, it's just calories in, calories out, and you just put your training style into it and put the nutritional side into things. So yeah, figure out your niche. That's going to help you a lot in getting successful as a personal trainer later on in your career. Okay, next slide. Practical application. So once you get certified, you have the entry-level certification. Yeah, I don't recommend to take all certifications before application. First off, you get this entry-level certification and then do a practical application. Just figure out your niche, and then once you have the certification, apply what you have learned first, possibly on yourself. And then you can also offer to train your family and friends. Just tell them, I just got certified and I need to apply what I've learned, and if you have a fitness goal, let's go hit the gym. Or you can even do outdoor training, or just train inside the house if you have equipment. You don't really have to have the latest facility in order to train people. And third point is, if it's possible, if you have a good connection with one of the gyms, go volunteer at your local gym. Just, inform them what's going on and why. And you don't even need to ask for money at first. You can offer maybe once, twice, or thrice a week, or maybe an hour a few times a week. That would be sufficient. And then just get into the system and learn. That's going to help you out get the job later on. Okay, and next is apply for the job and some more. Okay, so what I recommend is you start small and work your way up. I know a lot of trainers who just fake their certification and fake their experience, and then they get into the gym, and you have to teach them everything, literally everything. And let's not go into details, but yeah, start small, work your way up. The first career pathway that you can take is, first you can go for a floor assistant or spotter position. This would help you get to know the members more, talk to people, figure out if this career is for you, and you learn a lot of things from it. The next step is being a fitness instructor. In some bigger chains, like being a fitness instructor is you have your floor hours, and you use the floor hours to do assessments, watch over the gym, make sure operations are smooth, and get clients. All right. So after the fitness instructor, Now you can choose, or you can upskill or upgrade into becoming a personal trainer. This is where you focus mainly on training people. For some companies, trainer still has floor hours, but other companies, you just don't have floor hours. You just, you're just purely doing PT. And then you choose a specialization. This is where you take specialization courses, or you can even actually take that one when you're already a fitness instructor in preparation when you're a personal trainer. So you specialize on a certain niche. So like when a client is looking for, let's say, a person who can train them in this discipline, or let's say if they want more rehab or they want more applied functional training stuff, they can refer the client to you. So you will be the go-to person for that particular niche. And then from specializing, now you diversify. So let's say you want to be into corrective exercise. So you can diversify a little bit. Let's say put in the applied functional science side of things, and you can learn a little bit of strength and conditioning, check the form, apply the corrective side of things into strength and conditioning, stuff like that. And you can also get involved in the group fitness side of things. This is going to boost your income, especially on low season. If you have a group fitness class that is paid for, because some companies, they don't pay you per class, like it's already included in the contract. So if your company pays you extra with group fitness, go get involved. This is going to help you get through low season. And lastly, never stop learning. Okay, so there's always new stuff that comes in. There's always new trends. There's this fad fitness stuff that always comes along. So you need to know all these things, because if a client tells you that I'm doing this, I'm doing that, there's this thing that came up, is this good for me? You need to be able to answer it and identify which one is a fad and which one is here to stay. So if it's something that you think that is here to stay, try to get into it. So, it's going to be an additional skill or knowledge for you. Okay, so yeah, the next one is going to be focused on certification, because yeah, we're talking about personal training here. So certification is a big thing. Okay, so first off, you need to know what is required where you are or where you're planning to go, because any certification is not going to do. I know some people who got certified, applied for the job, only to retake a certification. So you don't want to be paying for like another certification. So check what is required where you are or where you need to go, and what you need. So check all the certifications if it is for you. If you are a medical professional, or if you're, already in that kind of level knowledge-wise with anatomy, physiology, medical conditions, and whatnot, I would recommend ACSM. This is one of the best certifications out there. So what you need, okay, there are two things, actually three things right now. There are three things now. So there's a purely online certification. We got the proctored certification, and then there are certifications out there that you do like combination. So you do online stuff and you do proctored stuff, and even like demo a little bit. Okay, and the third thing is the accreditation. So what is required? This comes back to the first point. What is required? Does your company require a certification that is accredited through reps or NCCA or something like CanFit Pro, or has an IC Reps portability and stuff like that? Okay, because if, for example, you take a certification that is purely online because of time, because you don't really have time to like be traveling around and do this and do that. You want to take a certification in the convenience of your own home with the flexibility of time. But then, okay, you finish the certification, but then, okay, you applied in a company that requires something that is reps accredited. Then they're not going to hire you because you don't have the qualification. I know that in certain companies they do accept trainers if they have other qualifications, but you need to retake, which is going to be, you have to spend again. And well, it depends on your background, and it depends on the market. Well, I know for a fact that the company I worked for did that because it was hard to find a certified trainer that is under reps. So they just went in ahead and accepted, you know, trainers that is not reps accredited and let them do it again. So yeah, that's about it for today's episode or video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want to know more about group fitness or whatever. Just leave your thoughts on the comment section down below, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell as well. I will see you guys on my next video.